Hey, hello, Spurs fans. It's Paul the Hotspur Hippie here, the only psychedelic sock show on the internet. I hope you're all well. I thought I'd do a stream in the evening because I've been doing them in the morning. So I've been getting people from England and the USA watching. But I've been neglecting the Australians. So hopefully there's a few Australians in here. Hope you're doing all well. Uh, we head into a weekend of football. Will Tottenham still be top of the Premier League when they play? Don't know. Don't know. Man City are going to be playing Bournemouth, which I suppose all the pundits are saying, well, of course, Manchester City will win that. Football's football, though, isn't it? Yeah, maybe they're more likely to win. They're probably going to win. But what do those words even mean? What will happen will happen. But Arsenal, Plumstead FC, Woolwich, those interlopers. They're playing at St James's Park. They're playing Newcastle. Oh, pressure for Arteta. Is he up to it? Will he crack again? Well, when I say crack, he crack again, because I think he's gone, isn't he? He's gone, Arteta. Now, look at this. Look what I'm wearing. I've got new kit. Mate of mine sent it over from England. And look at this hat. And for those of you who don't know, the design of this hat. Oh, look at that. Hat. That. Now, that guy, Steve Perryman, I didn't think it would cover the whole screen, but it does. He's the only person that's in 6 of those trophy-winning photos I show at the beginning of my live stream. And I did a little video earlier today, but just to let you people know, Steve's going to be coming on a stream. I'm going to be doing a little road trip out to Tottenham, New South Wales, which is in the dead centre of New South Wales, miles away from anywhere, population 532. And I don't know, it's a silly idea, isn't it? But Steve, do you want to come on a stream with me? He said, yeah, all right then. So wasn't that hard, really. And I'm looking forward to talking to him immensely. Played for Tottenham from 1969 to 1986, captain for 11 years, 857, 850, it's over 850 appearances, forgotten the exact number, our most decorated player with 6 major honours. Steve Perryman, MBE, will be joining the stream. I'm very excited about that. Now, did you see Ange's press conference today? Did a video about this earlier, but he's one of us, man, isn't he? He's just normal. He's normal, and he's got a good football brain. I loved it when he was asked a question about, I'm noticing that these journalists, man, a lot of them, it's all about them. It's all about them. They're trying to look clever in front of Ange Postecoglou by asking him questions, and it's usually, what are you going to do about this? Are you going to do this, or are you going to do this? And Ange says, well, none of that really, because you're talking out of your crack. I'm just going to do this instead, because I just do it my way, because I don't know if you've noticed, I'm manager of Spurs, I'm Ange Postecoglou, so I like the way he bursts their bubble at every opportunity. A fine bursting today was about, have you had a meeting with Lange yet? He says, look, I've had a few chats, casual chats, but I ain't got the attention span for long meetings. Because everyone who goes to meetings and sits there trying to say something smart, they're all pretending, aren't they? Ange is not a pretender. He's the real deal. He's the real deal. And we're very, very fortunate to have him at Tottenham Hotspur. Very fortunate. Now, I'm going to be going for about an hour today. Another 51 odd minutes. Memberships and super chats are available, which is cool. I'm getting a bit hot. I'm going to take my hat off. Oh, shock horror, he's bald. He's taken off his thinking man's toupee. Oh, wow. Jeez. Dear, oh dear. Aren't you ashamed of that? Oh, well, can't help it, can I? Let's have a look at the comments. Let's see if we've got a few comments in here I can see. So, hello, everyone. Let's see if we can squeeze this out for an hour, shall we? I don't know the chances, but you lot out there, you internet nutters out there, you usually come up with the goods, and we usually have a good old time together. So let's see. Aha! Mountain Bushman's first off the traps. Super Dobro. Jebem Dobro. What else do I know? Dostoyev. That's about the limit of my lingo from that part of the world. Oh no, I know. Stema, Evanista. But I'm doing a stream. And here's a man I have missed. And one reason I'm doing the stream at this time of day, so folk like Yossarian can come in, and I think the kids call it engage. Yossarian, good day, man. Afternoon, Paul and Hippies. It's a much more Aussie friendly time, mate. Yeah, I know. I've been getting into a role of sometimes when I come home from work, I can do a stream, but I know I'm a bit tired. It's not as good. Whereas when I wake up in the morning, which is usually like 4 o'clock, something like that, I have a, well, I was going to say shit share and shave, but it's obviously I don't have a shave, isn't it? And I do a stream in the morning. I'm much more fresher in the morning, and it sets me up for a nice day. I can go through the turpitude of that's the wrong word, through the turmoil of taking people from the eastern suburbs up to work. It don't bother me because I've already had a nice fill of Tottenham Hotspur in my life, and it's good for the soul. So nice to see you again, though, Yossarian. Thanks for coming along. Here we go, Welsh guy, Bonadar. Just on my way to work. Have fun, love the kit and the hat. Have a great. Oh well, you haven't seen the back yet, have you? Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. If I can twist around, I can't see myself obviously when I'm faced away from the camera. But it says Hotspur Hippie because he run out of letters on the back. And no, it's not a stupid idea because that's not my name, is it? If I had Beatty on the back, I'd be a twat. But it's you know, although it would be fun. So that's what I've done. That's the way it is. That's it. But thanks, man. I'm actually, I haven't got a new kit for probably about 10 years. And I actually am impressed with the feel. Oh, it feels so luxurious, slinky. It's good quality. We will see how it stands the test of time going through the wash a few times. I'll give you a 10-year review because my 1999 kit is still almost like brand new. My 2014 kit, it's all right, but this one feels nice, man. Feels nice. Have a great evening. Thanks, Alison. Thanks for your support. Member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. You can join the channel and get lots of perks like bugger all. You get my best wishes, and very rarely when I cock up a video, I did the other day, I upload that, but I've only done that once. So it's just if you appreciate what I'm doing, that's all. There's no obligation, man. You can just sit here and watch it. You might be watching it later, lying down on the couch, not even typing, not even liking, not even subscribing, any of that stuff. Don't matter, man. Don't matter. It's a pleasure to have you watching. Show us the name on your back, Paul. Look, hang on. Let's. I don't know. Let's see. Is that it? Can you see it then? I don't know. Whee! Something like that. Anyway. The other thing I think is like when you buy a shirt and you get like a player's name on the back, they might turn out to be rubbish, or they might just get sold next transfer window. So I know people do it, and that's cool. But that really putting a name on the back of a player is not for me. Each their own. Now, Bushman, this is very Aussie friendly. Oh yeah, what was it? 6:30 in Sydney. 7:30 a.m. in UK. Some eager beavers might be up early. And in America, I think they're all going to sleep now, but we'll find out. Yossarian, Ange's press conferences are always interesting and entertaining to listen to. Just like your musings, Paul. Oh, well, DMOD, you're putting me in esteemed company there. I'll take the compliment. But I do like Ange's press conferences. And, you got asked that question about Pochettino, and the analogy was going back to an ex. And I'm just hearing that everywhere. Like, I quite liked it at the beginning, but now it feels like everyone is using like romantic relationships as analogies of football. And because I'm a bit of a contrarian, I mean, look at me, barely functioning member of society. if everyone's saying it, I'll get bored with it. But I'll probably say it myself again, because remember, this isn't a democracy; it's a Hotspur hypocrisy. Can't rely on me, unreliable witness, full of shit. Chris says, "Come on, you Spurs." That's it. Why doesn't it stick my? Hang on a minute. Where's the Where's the thing? I have to do this every time, and I don't understand why. There we go. Let's bung that up there, and then we'll bung that down the bottom. There we go. Subtle reminder, then I don't have to bang on about it, do I? Chris says, "Come on, you Spurs! Congratulations on the coup of chatting with Steve Perriman in December. I can't wait. You can't wait. Holy man! I had his poster on my bedroom wall. Yeah, he's the top guy. If any of you out there don't listen to or watch Steve Perriman's podcast on YouTube, he tends to do one about every month or so. It's not like a daily thing, or it's just like every month or 6 weeks or whatever. Comes on with two guys, Tom and Howard, and I really enjoy it because Steve always talks sense. It was quite, I don't know if sad's the right word, but last year you could see Steve was just like all of us, really, watching the horrible football and the state of, when Stellini came in, or there was loads of gubbins that happened last year, and you could see Steve was a bit over it, man. But this year, he's pumping. He's pumping. He likes Ange, and we'll see if he thinks we're in a title race. I mean, come December, it's going to be after games like Man City and Chelsea and things like that. If we're still knocking around top 1, 2, 3 in the table, it's looking good for us. I think looking good for us. So we'll see what Steve thinks. But thanks, Chris. Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm excited about it, man. In Kendall, good time of the day for me to jam along to your intro, man. Oh wow, yeah, great, man. Cool. That is actually on my music channel where it's just odds and sods. Me and my mates, sometimes we jam. Everything we do is made up on the spot. So that thing you hear at the start, that was just us. That came out nothing. So it's not perfect, but seeking perfection is a futile thing anyway. It's on it. It's called the Son Space Music Collective, which ain't going to help you because you ain't going to be able to spell Son Space. But maybe if I use my PC someday, I'll have the technology to paste it into the comments, which I can't do at the moment because I'm doing this on my phone. I understand the audio has been a little bit off, so I have been doing some research on a little lavalier microphone. So I'm going to pick one up during the week, cheap one, but it seems to be pretty good. So I'll give that a go, and hopefully, but when I'm doing videos outside, there's a lot of, I don't know, Sydney can get bloody windy sometimes. It will cut out some of the wind. So I do want to make this as good as I can do it at the moment, given what I've got. So that's a little thing I can do, which I think will make a bit of a difference. But yeah, jam along, man, jam along. I don't know what key it's in. I don't understand letters of the alphabet. It's probably E, isn't it? Probably everything's E when you're talking about the blues. So yeah, go for it, man. Nice to hear. What do you play? Is that Jet Halal or Jet Halal? You had immaculate vibes on Jacob's show. He brings it out in me, man. I think I really enjoy streaming with Jacob because it's light. It's light and fun. It's not serious. We can disagree with it. Well, I don't know if we really disagree with each other that much. I mean, when you're disagreeing about football, it's nothing to get pissed off about and angry, is it? It's only football. So even though it is the most important thing in the world, of course. Yeah, I really enjoy going on there, and I like to do it whenever I've got the chance. These days I am working a lot, so I can't do it as much as I used to. But yeah, if I've got a gap, I'm on there. Great stream, and one of my favourite Tottenham channels, United Spurs of America. America's #1 Tottenham channel as well. So get with the program, kids. Mark N, I love the time of your live streams. I work nights. Oh, okay. Live in Wales, so I'm going to bed on my way home. When you do your evening ones, I'm getting ready for work. Oh, okay. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win. I'm always keeping Mark happy. Excellent. I love your work and you're doing Great. Thank you, man. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. That's what I'm doing. 1 p.m. in Mumbai. Okay, so the world's round. Mumbai. It's almost halfway between where I am in England, I suppose. I'm not going to do complicated mathematics. I mean, who needs to do mathematics anyway? You just got an app. What's 2 plus 4? So don't need to worry about that. You're sorry, and also conform to nonconformity. Well, it keeps a bit of what shall I say? Conformity is bad. Conformity is bad. Conformity leads to very bad things in humanity. I think the more people are free to, express themselves, do what they want to do, live how they want to live and let live. So long as you're not dicking with someone, who cares, man? Who cares? So yes, man, non-conformity, best way to be. Be yourself. Hi, the moment. G'day, Paul. If Levy was only able to bring in one fairly decent sign, you're going to ask me who we should sign, man. Oh, okay. A fairly decent sign in January, but managed to clear out some deadwood. Would you be upset or reasonably happy? I think that would be okay. January, January usually is 1 or 2 players. It's not as prolific as the summer window. One, I mean, I don't know what Ange's plan for the squad is. But I'd say one, and I mean a clear out of some deadwood would be okay. But some of the deadwood is they're already reaching the end of their contracts at the end of the year anyway. So but yeah, I'd be happy if it was a fairly decent signing. If it was a guy that Ange wanted, that makes us better, doesn't it? So yeah, I'd be okay with that, man. Okay with that. Magic, g'day Paul, and good morning Spurs fans. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Hello, cock-a-doodle-doo. Look at that. Cockerel. It's a game cockerel. Because it doesn't look like a chicken or a cockerel, does it? I had to do extensive research. I think someone in a chat on one of my streams might have told me, actually. Because, I mean, I don't suggest you do this, but if you do a Google image search on, like, species of cock or cockerel, it's a bit of a landmine you're treading on there, aren't you? But someone in the chat told me it was a game cockerel. So if you look for game cockerel, that's what you get. Look at that. Oh, it's so shiny, isn't it? Oh, lustrous. Before I got this kit, I was very poo-pooey of the iridescent badge, but now I've got it. It's great. Love it. Love it. Oh, alien. What a base bit, I understand. Alien rock. What is this? This is a new term I haven't heard before, Ian. So, alien rock. Well, I play bass myself. Alien rock. Let me know a bit more about that, man. Ian Kendall, yeah, ADE. I knew it'd be because I started it off. So the default is always bloody E, isn't it? No point in being fancy. He'll do it. ADE 12 bar blues, man. I just enjoy playing it. It if you're not into the blues, it kind of always people would say the blues sounds the same. But for me, the more you listen to the blues, even if it's just 12 bar, man, the more different it is each time. Very subtle. There's a lot of emotion in it, and it's great. And it's really fun to play because, well, for me, I'm a pretty basic player. And when the format's like that, it gives me a bit of freedom to, experiment a bit, muck around a little bit. So I enjoy it. But glad you enjoyed it, man. Kev Knight, he's got some weird keyboard app that capitalizes every word. I don't know how he's doing it. I mean, unless you do it manually. God, I appreciate the effort. Kev Knight, good morning, you barely functioning member of society. Regarding names on shirts, I'd be tempted to have something like Greaves, Gilzean, or Perryman on the back. Okay. God, I'm dumb. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, a classic player of the club. Yeah, not a bad idea. Superstars, all of them. Oh, yeah, dude. At Gilzean, I've got to, do a bit of a gilly haircut, haven't I? Oh, look at that. I've said this before, but I know it's not fooling anyone. I know you're not going to suddenly think, oh, that young chap's got a fine, luscious head of hair, but it just feels nice, man. Oh, it does feel nice. Well, I feel refreshed. Um, yeah, superstars, Greaves, Gilzean, Perryman. Oof, you've picked three bangers there. Uh, Good players, very good players. Edward Y of Oz, the light show behind you should be more bi-coastal. That was quite funny because I'd watched Chris Cowling's his 60-second updates. I really like those, and he's very good at them. To come out with some stuff, and he gets it more or less on the money every time at a minute. He's good at it, and he mentioned about how the new third kit, the one this year that looks like spam left out in the sun, um, or a band-aid or something. It's dreadful. I don't know how you see each other on a pitch wearing a colour like that. But next year it's going to be minty green. I think the colours they call it emerald with bi-coastal whatever flashes or something. Bi-coastal, what's that mean? And then I parked up. I was going to the beach. I saw in the water. That's the colour. Bi-coastal because there's two coasts. So yeah. I don't know if I could switch this to bi-coastal, man. It does what it does. Lenny Vial, happy birth. Oh, happy Friday, Paul. I think birthday, what? Happy Friday, Paul. Keep it cracking, mate. Hope that new shirt has our dealies on the back. No, that would have been an idea as well. But no, it says Hotspur Hippie. There you go. There you go. I just thought it'd be funny. But Idealies was my favourite player. Um, at one time, 3 posters on the wall. Debbie Harry. Um, I mean, I love the music, but Debbie Harry, oh my lord, um, very talented. I mean, she wrote half those songs, with Blondie, um, and Ozzy Ardiles and Steve Perryman. So after I get Steve out of the way, hopefully Debbie Harry's off the ranks. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? I don't know what she knows about Tottenham Hotspur. Maybe she's a big fan. I don't know. Maybe I can convert her with my charm and charisma. Mark Howell, off to work. Great stuff, man. Catch up with the stream later. No worries, man. Anytime. It's always here. It's not going anywhere. It's the internet, innit? Everything's there forever. Tim Preggy. Oi, oi, mate. All right, Tim. How you going, man? Oh, Elvis G, a member of the Hotspur Hippie commune. When's your birthday, Paul? It's in June. So it was just before I started this channel. So you're not going to get me going on about my birthday until then. But I understand it was Jacob's birthday yesterday, I think. So I sent him a message. And not one of those messages that, computers run the world these days, where your phone or some social media thing goes, oh, it's Elvis G's birthday. How about you just soullessly push this thing and it'll say, happy birthday, Elvis G. Look, I care. And then Elvis G will get it and he'll go, I'll just press the button that says, thanks. And that's how we relate to each other these days, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Briggy, 4-day cup weekend here, mate. Oh, is it the silly horse race, is it? Oh no, that means I'm gonna get loaded of drunk people on Tuesday afternoon, isn't it? Oh well, at least I know now. I had a day off today. Oh, I can't take another day off for a while, but oh well. Oh well. I always think sometimes, like when I'm sort of loitering around the casino, maybe I'll catch a big roller that's had a big win, and I'll get a big tip. But then, of course, reality is everyone loses, so no money for you, hippie. But yeah, okay, it's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, Kansas pal, pedigree chum. running around a track. There's just some people in Norway outside my door rummaging around. Anyway, yeah, well, that's, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get horse racing. I tried, like, I don't know how many years ago, because I know people are interested in it, and I thought, can you get interested in horse racing without all the gambling and all that sort of stuff? No, you can't. And I think it's a bit cruel as well, to the animals involved. So yeah, it's not my thing. Not my thing. Lots of people doing sweepstakes in offices. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Tim Preggy, what time in our time is the match on? Good question. I think it's 7 a.m. Tuesday morning. But, look, don't hold me to that. I think that's when it was, because I was talking to David Harris, the Irish Hotspur, last night about the build-ups, and I think he's starting his build-up at 3 a.m. our time. Oh, 3 a.m. Tuesday. All right, 3 a.m. Tuesday. And then the football's at 7. That'll finish at 9-ish. Get on the road. I'll be nice and knackered when Melbourne Cup's on, so I can just have to go and have a sleep. And maybe when I return to the road in a few hours' time, it'll all die down a bit. Wait, it's going to get worse, isn't it? But yeah, I think it's 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Tuesday morning. Kev Knight, Paul, I caught one of your shorter vids when you were by the sea. Did you manage to get a dip without getting arrested for exposing those legs? It's a close run thing, man. Close run thing. But the good thing about having steely legs like mine is I can outrun New South Wales' finest in a heartbeat. They ain't got a hope of catching me. They ain't stitching me up like a kipper. I'm on the run. Yeah, I did have a swim that day. As your water was freezing, but it was nice. Sometimes it's just good to stick your body in the sea. Beautiful, beautiful. Magic, I think, did you ask me this before? Someone asked me, what's your favourite Spurs? Oh, Spurs goal. Oh, well, seeing as my memory's not that good, I reckon the goal last week against Crystal Palace was pretty good. I like team goals. They're my favourite sorts of goals where you get 5 or 6 players involved. One touch for me is the best. I'll accept 2. I mean, that was a great team goal that we scored against Crystal Palace from Pape Matar, Brennan Johnson, Brennan Johnson, well powered, perfectly directed header to Maddison. Did Johnson then just say, "Okay, I've done my bit"? No, off he goes while Maddison is having a little shimmy, throwing around a bit. Brennan Johnson gets the ball back in, it's on goal. I love that sort of thing. But the last 10 years, I suppose Lucas Moura's third goal at Ajax, just for the joy and elation that gave to all the Spurs fans over there. I think that's got to be it, isn't it? That's our biggest goal, I think. Maybe it's not our best, but I'd say that would be my favourite because it was. I was watching it here at home alone, and I loved it. It was great. It was fantastic. Now, what are you lot's thoughts on? What are you thoughts on the Manager of the Month and Player of the Month awards that have been shortlisted? And yet again, you must be getting a bit bored with this. I doubt it. Ange Postecoglou is up for 3 in a row. 3 in a row. 3 Manager in a month. Oh, Ange, what does he know about football? He's Australian. They don't know anything about football in Australia, do they? They don't know anything about Australia in that case. Like Australia, some bloody monolithic thing where everyone's the same. We don't like football. It's multicultural, man, and some of those bits of the multicultural love football and absolutely know everything about it. And Andrew's a product of that. If you choose a sport, this don't happen in England. If you play football in England or support a football team, you don't get beaten up, called all sorts of slurs. And I'm sure it still happens today because even I hear it. So, if you stick at a game like football in Australia, you've got to love it and you've got to know your stuff. So Australians do know a damn lot about football and care deeply about the game. I've completely forgotten how I got onto that, but there you go. There's a tangent for you. Magic. Okay, favourite goal under Ange so far? Well, I like the Crystal Palace one. I like a couple at Madison set up. You know, where or Destiny Doggy set up one where I don't know how he kept the ball in. But I mean, Son's goals as well. I mean, the way that guy doesn't even have to look at the goal, and I like that because it doesn't give the goalkeeper a clue. If you're looking up, a good goalkeeper can read a player. When you're not giving him anything, when you're just head down and kicking the ball and it goes in the top corner, bent round, very tricky for a goalkeeper to stop. So Son's goals have been fantastic. I've enjoyed all our goals. I like Crystal Palace's own goal. I'll take anything. Own goal. It's pressure. Pressure causes own goals, man. Tim Preggy, I've been watching the chaos at Man United. Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? It's poetry. And Arsenal telling them they can't have Ange. They're not having Ange. He's only just got here. No, mate. You see, Man United. If they got rid of Ten Hag, they'd be after something, because I think a lot of people are still thinking, oh, and you know, oh, that's what I was saying. Can Ange cut it in the Premier League? He's only managed in Scotland and Japan and Australia. He doesn't, surely. And he just walks in. Hello, I'm Ange Postecoglou. Oh, look, I'm top of the table and I've won 2 Manager of the Month awards. And I'm up for another one. Oh, he doesn't know. Can he cut it? You've seen the guy. Can he cut it? It's the funniest thing, man. He's football. No, but they can't have Ange. Hands off. Elvis G. Ange for Manager of the Month again. Yeah, unfortunately, I think Sarah will be Player of the Month over Cootie. Oh, Salah. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you get 5 goals in 3 games, that's going to be hard to beat. And I think Romero's done. He's earned some really nice plaudits. It's, you know, because the Player of the Month, it's usually about like the more creative or attacking side of things. So for a defender to get it, to get nominated, I think that's a big rap on him. Not quite as prestigious as winning the World Bloody Cup, of course, which he's done, but it's something. It's a nice recognition because he has been absolutely outstanding this year as Romero, as I always thought he would be. He's a class player, absolute class. Yeah, Elvis G, autocorrect. Oh, Benny Val, hey Paul, would be great to catch up for a beer at a weird time when the game's on at the pub. But it's like, well, I'm waiting. If anyone knows when Sydney, I know the Sydney supporters, the official lot, they meet at the Surrey Hills Hotel for some games that I don't know when they are because it's not on anything anywhere. If anyone knows when the Sydney lot are at Surrey Hills pub, Surrey Hills Hotel, I'd like to pop along sometime. I think it'd be a hoot. Get some atmosphere. Kev Knight, Paul, Manager of the Month, Player of the Month, no contest. Huh. Well, I know where I put my vote, man. Did it unbiasedly, of course. Ange, Romero, no contest. Ange and any one of our 11. Well, maybe not Richarlison. Oh, look, he's part of a winning team. He must be doing something right. I think he's like. I think people are focusing a lot on. Excuse me. What players are doing when they've got the ball. But Richarlison is doing a lot without the ball. He's doing a lot to get it back. He's hassling defenders. He's cutting down their amount of thinking time. And you do that enough times and they slip up. and I think Richarlison has been doing really well at that. And maybe he's part of the reason why we scored some late goals late in the game. They're a bit knackered, aren't they? Defenders, they've been run all around the traps by Kulu Son, maybe Johnson a bit, and Richarlison, and they crack. So he's part of a winning team. At the moment, an entertainment value alone at press conferences, Ange will probably win every month. Yeah, they hang off his every word, and he's not. I can't say the word I was thinking of. Begins with C. He's not one of them, is he? That a lot of managers are. They get a bit arsey, don't they? Especially when a game hasn't gone their way or something hasn't gone their way. A lot of them do lose their composure. That hasn't happened to Ange yet at Tottenham, but I don't think he's going to do things like the like of Klopp. Klopp loses his rag, clippity Klopp. Arteta is just obnoxious. Ten Hag is a fraud. Pep's all right. He seems to do a good job. I can't knock him too much, can I? Pep, he's a bit too bloody perfect and good at his job, isn't he? Eddie Howe seems to do a good job at press conferences. Roy Hodgson's an absolute knob in press conferences, throwing his younger players, I hate that expression, under the bus. Betraying, that's what we mean. When we say throwing someone under the bus, say what you really mean. Betraying his younger players. So I'm not impressed with Roy Hodgson. But Ange is definitely head and shoulders above everyone. And you can tell it because the journos are trying to impress him with their football knowledge, which is absolute cack, rubbish. I swear people haven't been watching football for a few years, or football's changed into not football. Did a video on this the other day. It's like, if you don't know football, you'd think that what these teams are playing is football, because it looks like it, doesn't it? They like kicking a ball around, trying to sort of score a goal. Looks like football to the layman, but then when you see a real football side playing, free flowing, expressive, artistic, that's a beautiful thing. That to me is what football's about. You know, it's not about parking the bus, pragmatic. Trying to sort my hair out, keeps going a bit wonky. Because I did the comb over. That's what. That's what football is to me, and people don't get it. People don't get it. They think we're going to be found out. Can you believe we're going to be found out? Oh, bless them. Bless them. I like Danny Blanchflower's take on it. When asked what tactics they're going to use, Tottenham going to use against the opposition on a particular match day, he said, well, if we don't know what we're going to do, how can they? You just improvise, man. It's jazz. It's it's improvising. It's like music. That's what it is. It's not pre-planned. Pre-planned and all that can look all right, but when you're making it up on the fly and it's high risk, high reward, I love that. I love that. Yeah, I've seen a lot of United fans saying they want Ange. Oh, well, cry me a river. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Hey, oh, no, what's Manchester? Hacienda, hey, happy Mondays, eh? Hey, can we have a bit of Ange? Hey, Oasis. They ain't having him. Who are they going to get? They'll get Graham Potter, won't they? That'd be brilliant. Get Graham Potter. Tell you what might be a smart thing for Man United to consider: Kevin Muscat. Now, I'm not a huge Kevin Muscat fan, because like when he was a player, he was over the line for me. He was a bit of a butcher. Ended a couple of careers, I think. But as a manager, Ange fancied him, got him into Yokohama. He's won 2 J Leagues on the trot. He's got to be. I'm amazed he didn't get the Rangers job. Surprised he didn't get the Birmingham City job. I mean, Man United could do a lot worse than getting someone like that in. They really could, because they're getting 10 Hag ain't up to it. Rob Beltram, so pleased for you, Paul. Over 2K subs, well deserved. That was a little while ago. I don't really chase the numbers, man. I mean, I look at them now and then, but really, 1,000 is the big benchmark, because I can start milking that YouTube money out of the advertisers and all that. But yeah, I'm having fun. I'm doing my own thing. Thanks for watching, Rob, and thanks for your kind words there, man. LJ rocks you, does he? Hi all. Ange can't win this month because he will win the next month, and 4 in a row is too much for people's brains. I said it at the start. They give it to him in August. They're going to have to give it to him all year round. The way it is. Look, if we win our fixtures in November, because we got some tricky fixtures, and then December. I remember when I looked at the fixture list at the start of the year, which I haven't done for a while, so I might be completely unreliable about this. I remember my memory is we had a few curly ones before Christmas, maybe in the new year, but we have got like it was like a 2 or 3 month period, maybe something like February to April, something like that. We've got a couple of tricky ones at the end where it's like it's a bit of breathing room, nothing too feisty in there. But yeah, this month is going to be an interesting month. Man. Oh, I got a super chat. Look at that. I'll get to the super chat soon, man. Thanks for that. I'll, because if I go to the super chat now, I'll lose my place, man. I'm being lazy. But thanks, man. Kev Knight, Paul, when you have a winning side, when everyone outside of Spurs can't stop talking about us. Hey, good point, good or bad. We're on everyone's lips, aren't we? Well, the question's being asked by a lot of people that when I watch the pros talk about football. Can Spurs win the title? Are they in a title race? Them merely asking the question, that to me gives me my answer. They're scared. They're scared of Tottenham Hotspur, by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Scared. Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher. Can Spurs really win the league? And then Gary Neville will say, well, they need a striker. All that lot. Good or bad, we are on everyone's lips, man. Oh, the super chat wasn't far away. That's cool. Sarah L. Is that a new name? I might be saying that loads of times to people that have been around a while. My apologies if that's the case. But thanks very much for the $5, man. Hi, Paul. As a fellow Aussie, love how you educated the Ange non-believers from the very beginning. Oh, well, I don't like to take credit, but I'll tip my hat to the compliment there. Love your work. Come on, you Spurs. Yeah, despite I've heard other people claim they were first, and I'm not even saying I was first. There might have been someone else there that I just didn't see. A Spurs fan that wanted Ange. All I know is I was talking about him back in March. Other people weren't. Usarian, YouTube is listening to you, Paul. An ad popped up when you mentioned advertising. Yeah, well, okay, I'll steer clear of the A word then. But at least it isn't a gambling advert. None of that. There might be impressionable children watching this, even though I flagged it as not suitable for children. But kids are like, no gambling. No gambling. Look, it's shades of badness, isn't it? They're all corporations trying to brainwash you. So, but it's the world we live in. I've got to make a quid. And, what can I do, eh? What can I do? But thank you for persevering through the important messages on this channel. We'll be back right now. Nice that you didn't bugger off. Thanks for watching the advert, man. I think each advert, I don't know, gives me like 0.2 of a cent or something like that. Magic, you really have the most unique view on things. Taking all of the example I can through the screen, and the Manchester accent is killing me. Well, I lived in Sheffield for a couple of years in England, where I went to uni, where I was supposed to be studying mathematics, but I just went to raves and saw the Happy Mondays a lot, and go to the Hacienda across the road, across the the Peak District in Manchester. So no degree, just a headache and a nasty little rash when I left uni, to quote Squeeze. But it was a lot of fun. But I really like that part of the world. So Sheffield, Manchester, around there, really cool, nice people, beautiful scenery, much more chill than London. Not, London's a bit, funny sometimes. Not North London, of course. No, I'm talking about the posho bits near Big Ben and all that. Where when I say to Australians I'm from London, they think, oh, what? Oh, you live in the shadow of Big Ben and have lunch with Hugh Grant? Nah, well, yeah. Um, you're sorry, and it wasn't advertising a device to make myself. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I'm just waiting for that. I know. I don't know how many subs you need for that email, but I know it's coming because they do it to everyone. You get to a certain number of subscribers, and you get the company saying, "Here, have a big fat wad of cash." The only condition is you've got to disrupt your artistic flow on your channel to talk about shaving your knackers, and I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. No, it's not going to happen. I mean, I can't see me sort of doing that kind of thing anyway. I don't know. I don't think it's just me. I don't know. It feels unnatural. I know people do it. And you know what? Some of them do a great job at it as well, make it entertaining and fun to watch. But, me, I don't know. I don't know. But, look at me. Do I look like I shaved my cruets? I'm hardly a Manscaped ambassador, am I? All right, now it's 51 minutes. I'm going to go another 9 minutes unless chat explodes, but I think we're sort of drawing to an end here. I do like this hat. Got another one. It's like a Tommy Cooper sketch, this one. Look at that. I like that one as well. Look at that. Where's the badge? There it is. I can't, no, it's mirror, isn't it? There we go. Look at that. It's quite comfy. It's going to be nice in the sunny, hot weather. Magic, I lived in Stoke-on-Trent for a year up north. It's a nice change of pace. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Less people telling you what you can and can't do. Middle of London, posho land. Posh people like telling people what to do all the time. So they make their money. They don't do anything. They just say, you do this. And then go, oh, aren't I clever? But you didn't do anything. Magic, massive EDL population up there. So I have my blinkers on. EDL. What's EDL, man? Oh, you're not on about that. Not the Defence League. I didn't see any of that actually. I saw more of that in London uh, than up north. I didn't really see any of that up north, but I was mixing a lot with students and musicians and things like that. But no, they're not my cup of tea at all. Oof. Evil. Yeah, I think that's a fair word to use for them. Evil. Uh, Garland Kroger. Oh, it's just popped up. G'day, mate. How much for a song reaction? Don't. Might have to clue me in on what you mean there a bit more. I might be being dim. I'm not following, dude. Stephen Taylor. Hey, Paul, your face is hairy, but your cruets are immaculate. I know. ZZ top, ZZ bottom. That's me. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. There's the line. Oh, okay. There's the line. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I mean, planet stupid, isn't it? 21st century. It's just, I don't know. Close the books on it, man. Yo, sorry, and can we look forward to a series of travel blogs for your trip to Tottenham, New South Wales, Paul? Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to do. I've got a couple of ideas, but yeah, for sure, because I mean, I know it's not directly Tottenham related, but it's something that tickles my fancy, and it's my channel, so that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing like the ideas I've got so far, and this is subject to change and whims and fancy. Um, is maybe do a time lapse of the drive, and anywhere we see on the way, because I've got no fixed timetable as such. All I know is I want to be in Tottenham, excuse me, for the West Ham game. I want to be back in Sydney on the 10th, and I'm doing the stream with Steve on the morning of the 10th. So whatever fits in around that. I know Parks Observatory's on the way. It might be interesting, but there might be other things that I don't know. You never know what can pop up on a road trip. That's what I like. Why I like doing them. I'm not really into so much seeing major landmarks. I mean, they're cool as well, but it's the little idiosyncratic little things. Did a nice. I've done a few road trips in America, but did a nice one with Mountain Bushmen where we saw just dumb stuff that was a lot of fun as you're driving around America. Maybe there's something like that. I don't know. But I'm going to drive up the Bogan Highway. I didn't even know there was a road called the Bogan Highway. So that's something, you know. Actually, I'll have to get the link. I know Mountain Bushman's son goes out and about, and he does some really good videos. And I want it when I'm doing a stream sometime. If you're into that sort of thing, Yasarian, I'll get a link to his channel. If Mountain Bushman's there, and you can put a link in the chat, that do it that way, man. But if not, I'll do it myself because it inspired me to start mucking around with videos after I saw some of his. I thought, wow, okay, this is something that can be done on a phone. So that's why sometimes I do silly little, special effects or things on my phone. It's just a bit of fun when I get the idea. But yeah, definitely, man, definitely want to do some of that. Just see some of the country that I've not seen. There's a lot out there, and I do. When I'll be driving on the way at the Blue Mountains, Yasarian, out of respect for yourself, man. There is a sign on the M4 that says it's for, I think it's NRMA. Big huge billboard on a great big bridge across like a 6-lane highway that's just gorged its way, scoured its way through the countryside, and this sign says you are entering Durham country. Please drive respectfully. And I don't know how you do that. Do you like drive 5k slower? Turn the music down a bit? And I don't know. Maybe it's just me and my mate that sees things like that and think this is preposterous. You've just scarred the landscape, and now you're saying, oh, drive respectfully. Well, don't put the bloody road there then. Anyway, so lots of fun ahead. Anyway, you know what? I think I've come to the end of the chat here, folks. So I'm going to bid you adieu. I'll probably do a stream early tomorrow morning, Saturday morning here. Before I go out, traffic's bad on Saturday. Oh, here we go. One more. There's big old comment here from Kev. We'll wrap up with this one. Kev Knight, Paul, what makes your channel distinctive from all the others is it feels like we're all sat around the kitchen table. Whoops. Oh, and there's one more comment. Sit around the kitchen table having a gas and a giggle about the lads. What's not to like? Thank you very much, man. That's a great compliment. That's kind of, I don't know if it's not what I'm aiming at, but it's keeping it light, not so serious, not so combative, just buggering around, talking about the football team we all follow and love. What's not to like, Of course, when things are bad, it might be a bit different. I might go, but things are bloody good at the moment, so what's the point? Kim62, good to see you, Paul. G'day, Kim, man. Good to see you, Paul. I've been enjoying your vibes with Jacob and Jay. Yeah. Oh, Jay was cool, man. I think that's the first time I've this is the first time I've done a stream or talked to Jay. Yeah, I liked him. He was a nice guy. Loved your chemistry. I like this hat. It's my favourite. Still can't wait for Monday. Give you another hat. Look at that. Just like that. And I hope you saw, Kim, that I've got Steve Perrin on the stream. He's coming on in December, which is exciting news for me. And you will have seen a lot of old Steve. You've seen more than Steve. Oh, I can't believe that. My sort of living football memory of Tottenham, where Steve Perryman was a constant at fullback, captain, reliable, inspirational, brilliant. I only saw half of his career, and he was there forever. Felt like it, you know. So yeah, good guy, good guy. I'll just say hello to Dirty Sanchez. Hello. Right, okay, no more bets, no more gambling. I will bid you all farewell. Film of the day that I've been watching. I'll give you actually a couple of things. I've added a playlist. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I've added a playlist that I've made public, and it's where, as I'm driving around, if I hear some music I like, I'll hit the Shazam button, and then when I get home, I'll listen to it again, and if I like it, it goes onto the Shazam list. It's not for discussion or anything like that. I don't need suggestions because the only way I put a song is if I Shazam it in the car myself. But all about spreading good music. It's usually stuff I've never heard before. Maybe you've not either. You might like it, you might not. Do what you want with it. Just I'm about to go. Oh, here we go. Kim62. Yeah, Steve Perriman, I've met him. Great player. You've met everyone, man. You've met Bill Nicholson, so who am I? Great player, yeah. Great. And a man. Perfect. All right, dudes. Thank you very much for your company. Thanks for the people that have put in comments. Thanks for everyone just watching. If you're watching it afterwards, I hope you've had a nice chill time, taking your mind off things or whatever, entertained. And if you click like and subscribe, that's cool. Thanks to Sarah for the super chat, very kind of you. I'll bid you adieu, and I'll see you next time. Till next time, folks. Peace and love. Peace and love. Go on, you Spurs. Let's see if we can stay top of the table after this weekend. Yes. Can't hit the end stream button. Arse.